Homer led the league in tackles with 85. The deep ball for Darius Prince, and Philadelphia's on the board first.
On the draw, this is Bryson Allen. And Allen weaving his way all the way down to the 22. 10-yard line, 5. Mayfield, dancing all around. Throwing as far as he can throw it. Jump ball coming. Crazy stuff. Not this time.
And you want to be a wide receiver. You're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder, but watch. Those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
Yeah, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Shady Sports Network. Getting my words a little twisted there. Welcome back to Shady Sports Network for another exciting episode covering the ENTFLA League, Entertainment Football League. Gosh, my words are just all over the place today. Anyway, I'm your host, Cedric Green. I got the co-host TJ over here. And we got the coach of the Morristown Ciphers. We got Nick Coppola. He told me to butcher his name. That's the only thing I feel like I kind of maybe said right this whole entire time. So, Coach, I just want to say welcome on. Thank you for joining us here on Shady Sports Network. It's great to get an inside scoop for you and your plans for the upcoming season. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just grinding away, getting ready for the season. I mean, we're 54 days away from kickoff, so we're in the home stretch, and just it's the New Jersey Ciphers.
There we go, New Jersey Ciphers. Was it originally the Morristown Ciphers? Is that what it was? Or?
They were talking about doing Morristown Ciphers and ultimately chose to go with New Jersey.
I think I was corrected by the GM as well on that too. Well, my bad. New Jersey Ciphers. TJ, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here. Thanks again, Coach, for coming on and talking some entertainment football.
My pleasure.
Man, like I said, it's going to be a fun one tonight. Having a little trouble with the Twitch stream. So if you guys are watching on Twitch, sorry, it's going in and out. But anyway, you can catch us on anywhere else on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, one of the other outlets. But anyway, tonight we got some great questions. So, Coach, we got you here from the New Jersey Ciphers. It's the inaugural season for not only your team but the entire league. So we figured we'd continue to introduce you guys out to the world best we can. So, in the way we do over here on Shady Sports Network, we've been doing this interview. So I figure we'll just jump right into it. That's good with you guys.
Yeah, let's get the feet wet.
There we go. Only way to get in is to jump in. So, Coach, as you prepare for this inaugural season in the Entertainment Football League, what are your top priorities for the New Jersey Ciphers?
So the number one priority, once I knew that I was going to be introduced as head coach, was to get the coaching staff in order. You're only as good as your weakest link, so I needed to make sure I had a strong staff around me. And then from there, it was a matter of, watching film, figuring out how we can get into the community, because without the community, there is no team. And we're just building on that and moving forward.
Being a New Jersey native and also having coached on multiple New Jersey teams in the past, do you feel like your team you're gonna attempt a homegrown team, or are you gonna outsource for players in different areas as well?
It's gonna be a good mixture of both. We've definitely talked to some homegrown talent, local. Now, local to me might be local, not local to somebody else. For me, Jersey and the surrounding area, New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania, anybody that commute, I consider local. So for the most part, it's going to be local. We are in talks for the housing end of things. We will have a couple players that are not commutable, we'll say, to the practice facility and the team, but for the most part, I think we are going to have quite a bit of homegrown talent.
Nice. And with this talent, whether it be homegrown or from all over the place, how do you plan to develop, or how do you plan to balance developing younger players with the goal of also competing for a championship in this first year?
So it's first year. With it being 7-on-7, it is slightly different than most of these other leagues that are 8-on-8. The dynamic's not going to be that far off compared to what traditional indoor and arena football is as far as formations. But we're definitely going to be bringing in some veterans of the game to help guide the younger generation that's coming up. We've been in talks with a few players that are fresh out of college that are interested if they go through this draft next week undrafted. So there's definitely going to be a wide variety of age and talent on the team, all top tier talent. But between the experience and playing of the coaches and those veterans, I feel like we're going to be right there with the best of the best in the league. So.
Being a part of the AFL last year and now being a part of the Entertainment Football League this year, how much is it just night and day difference in terms of just better setup for longevity and success?
So with the AFL last year and helping out with this whole, I didn't talk too much to league executives, we'll say, where this year the league executives are very transparent. They have a great vision, both short-term and long-term, for the league. And as long as all the teams and the executives are sticking to that vision, I feel like this is definitely a league that's going to be here for a very long time.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of feel that energy too. Before we're going to take a break, but before we get to a break, actually, we got a question in from Sam. Looks like he said, and jumping back to your roster, how much of any of your roster is already built, and when can we expect signing announcements?
So we did sign one player so far. Todd Simmons Jr. was announced the other night via Instagram. But as far as the rest of the roster, we're in talks with a couple different players as far as a veteran presence. But most of the roster is wide open for the taking. Of course, we all have our guys that we talk to on a daily basis or even weekly basis that are all in the loop. But from my standpoint, first year team, first year league, every spot on the roster, top to bottom, has to be earned. So there's no free rides here in Jersey.
There you go. No free rides in Jersey. You guys heard it here first. Hey, we're going to take a promo really quick. You guys, you're watching us. You're watching Shady Sports Network, and we're speaking with head coach Coppola from the New Jersey Ciphers of the Entertainment Football League. So we're going to take a quick break. Hit that like button. Hit that share button, please, guys. And don't forget to jump in the chats and join us. We'll be right back. Yes. Right back. Sam came in with a comment. Cough, cough, Aaron Brown. Cough, cough. I think he's just trying to do it. Sam, always scouting, man, putting out players. That's what I love to do.
Aaron looked great. What was that, Saturday night with the Bearcats?
Yeah, how was that? I was gonna mention that the Jersey Bearcats just started their season, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the first Saturday night.
I'm sorry, what was that?
They opened up with their first game was Saturday night. They opened up with the New Jersey Roughnecks at Roughnecks. And being as we're a Jersey team, eyes were definitely on that game.
What were your thoughts about it? If you don't mind jumping and talking about it really quick.
Oh, I don't mind at all. I mean, both teams fought hard. Ultimately, Bearcats came out on top, but few adjustments from the Roughnecks, and they're going to make some noise in that league, I feel like. They definitely got a couple good players on their roster. Quite a bit of the roster first time playing indoors, so a change of pace for them. Everybody that knows the indoor game knows it's a little quicker pace, a little quicker routes, everything. But I definitely I'll be closely monitoring both teams. I mean, it also helps that part of my staff is on the staff of the Bearcats. So
there you go. Well, speaking of, jumping back to your team, the New Jersey Ciphers. Shout out Chris. He says you guys, I guess he's saying you guys are about to mop the floor in the league. So I'm here for it, man. I'm loving, let's pick it up. I think you guys already got a little rivalry forming with the Dragons, so we'll see how that goes. But jumping back to your team, how do you approach team chemistry with such a short build-up before the season kicks off?
So with team chemistry, it's a matter of we'll see how things go at tryouts. Definitely the way people and players mesh with each other on the field is going to be obvious during tryouts. You'll see who knows who. We know some guys. We know who can work well together. But there's definitely going to be some team building activities, start a training camp and in a training camp into the first week of practice leading up to the season. But I'm very confident that we'll have everybody on the same page real quick.
There we go.
Going off of Cedric's question, how do you plan, or what kind of events, if any, do you have planned to be part of the community and get the team out there? Because we all know, in arena and indoor football, being a part of the community is, a key to the team's long-term success.
It's the biggest key to the long-term success in my eyes. We've already started talking to some school officials, trying to figure out what schools during training camp we can get into during the day. Hopefully do camp at night and the schools during the day. This past weekend, we had one of our front office members at a 5K in Morristown. And then we're just keeping a close eye on all of their town events that are going on. And we're going to try and be at as many of them as we possibly can, as long as it fits the practice schedule and everything else.
Awesome.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, you gotta just be out there and about. With that, in your opinion, what's gonna differentiate the Ciphers from not only just other teams the other three teams in this league, but I guess even other teams in your own state, in your own area?
So, I mean, community involvement's huge. And we're going to be out there just as much as the next, if not more. We definitely want to tie the community into it as much as possible. The staff I have in place, I think, just helps put me to the next level. The whole Ciphers organization to the next level, not just me. But we're going to be at the next level from a staff standpoint, which definitely helps in player recruitment and we'll say popularity when it comes to teams in the area.
There we go.
In terms of game day, Entertainment Football League, obviously, really promoting pre and post game activities that are different from every other league out there. Can you share any maybe game day ideas that you guys have, like tailgating or post game concerts, parties, anything like that?
So we're definitely going to do the tailgate experience before all games. Comes with the ticket. We'll have different activities set up for the children based upon what is allowed at our arena and in their parking lots. We're still working the logistics out with the Morris County Park System and the arena. Then we have to go in front of the fire marshal and make sure it's okay with them. The lot of steps into the pregame during the game. Typical stuff, contests, giveaways. After the game, the idea is to have a concert. We're still working again with the arena, the park system, and everyone else involved to make sure that it's a quick enough setup that it's allowed there. It's definitely allowed. It's just a matter of what our restrictions are as far as we're going to want to have some of the fans and on the field being able to watch it like almost like a pit area at a regular concert. And then beyond that, we're in talks with a couple different places for the after party after that. So celebrate our wins all night long.
There you go.
Talk about a full day experience, man.
Sun up to sun up.
Hey, it's the entertainment league, right?
Oh yeah.
What would you say your coaching philosophy is, especially in a league that's just getting started? Do you have any strategies in place to help your team build their identity earlier?
When it comes to coaching, most strategies are similar across the board. Me personally, I like to bring in coachable players. Coachable players lead to long-term success. And leads to less arguments and cancers of the team. People that are going to create issues within the organization. So the goal is just bring that quote out there that hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work hard, I live off that motto. So if you ain't working hard, you can find your way in your car on your way back home.
Yep. Dang.
How different for you is this league in terms of game planning offensively, since kicking is essentially eliminated from the league as a whole?
Honestly, for me, it's fairly easy. Only because in 2019, when I was with the Flight, even though we were allowed to kick, we were allowed to kick extra points. Not that we weren't allowed to kick field goals, but I didn't even carry a kicker on my roster. We went for it every time. We went for the 2-point conversions. The only time we kicked was on a kickoff. So it's going to be a very similar game plan as far as offensively. 3.5 yards a down, and you'll never see a fourth down.
I'm here for it. Just keep the energy going, right? And speaking of that, let's break the energy really quick. Go against my words. Let's take a promo really quick, guys. You're watching Shady Sports Network. We're chilling with head coach Nick Coppola from the New Jersey Ciphers of the Entertainment Football League. It's me and TJ. So hit that like button, hit that share button, jump in the chat. We'll be right back.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Get in the game at BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook. Over 50 sports, live betting, online casino, horse racing, esports, and more. Start now and enjoy easy deposits, fastest payouts, and the biggest bonuses. And for over 25 years, BetUS is a name you can trust. Mention TV 150 now and get up to 150% in bonuses. BetUS, we've got your game. Call or visit BetUS.com now to join.
Yeah, man. Hey, Coach, I know you're a busy man, so I know I got a few more questions for you, and I'm sure TJ probably has tons more, but we'll wind it up for you here shortly. But jumping back into it, with this league, what are your expectations for the league as a whole in terms of competition and even maybe growth over the next few years?
So I definitely think that being as it's a summer league, other leagues, NAL regular seasons coming to an end as we're getting ready to start up. So I think you're going to see quite a bit of competition in the league. Not sure how much local or non-local talent's going to be with the other teams. Haven't really focused much other than home for myself personally, but I think it's going to be a competitive league for the most part. Hopefully, we're steps ahead as far as the competitiveness, and then long term, just their visions as people see how successful the season is. I feel like other markets are definitely going to want to jump in and join the parade up the hill to the top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Speaking a little bit more of the entertainment side of things, do you think you'll have any kind of an official New Jersey celebration for touchdowns?
Yeah.
We're talking, but I figure, once we get closer to the season, we'll definitely have a better idea. There's talks of all different fun aspects going into it. We're still talking with corporate partners as far as who's going to be the official touchdown partner of the New Jersey Ciphers. So once we get that in, I'll be able to tie in a celebration a little bit more.
There you go. There you go.
You better pay a high price. You're going to score a lot, right?
Right.
Listen, my goal at least once this season, I'm trying to hang 100 on a team. So
big goals, man. Big
All
goals.
right.
That pace, I feel like it could happen. But let me ask you this though. Speaking of, you heard of two-way players. Do you foresee like maybe players dipping into the entertainment side of the house as well too? Is that something that you guys have talked about?
So as far as two-way players, the only two-way players that I'm going to have are on the field. I'm not saying that none of them are performers, but I'm looking for my players to focus one thing and one thing only, and that's football. It takes time to prepare for a concert, set up your set list, everything that goes into the preparation for a concert. And if I got one of my players preparing for a concert after or a show after, I'm going to lose some of their focus on football, and I need their focus 100%. So, unfortunately, no, I won't have a player/entertainer, at least not this year, unless they're not suited on game day.
Which would be weird, right?
Well, we do have a couple practice squad players. So, I mean, if someone's not suited on game day and they're looking to do the entertainment after, but again, that's game day rosters are submitted day before to day of. So there's really zero preparation for the entertainment end of a player's career.
There you go.
I know we spoke a little bit earlier about rosters in terms of homegrown talent, but age-wise, as a coach, do you prefer younger players coming into this league, or are you trying to look for maybe more veteran guys to fill the roster up?
So it's gonna be a variety. You definitely need some of those younger gun-ho players, but you also need a veteran presence. Veteran presence to me is huge. In 2019, Emery Salmons, who was one of my wide receivers, played in the AFL, was a huge asset to the team. Not only from a skill-wise, but from a leadership. There's not saying that younger players can't lead, but the players that have been around the game for years definitely bring a different sense of leadership to the field than those that are fresh out of college.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I got my last question. So, what message do you have for the New Jersey Cipher fans as you head into this historic season 1 of the Entertainment Football League?
Right now, for the fans, it's just a matter of start building the support now, because this is going to take off very quickly. It's going to be huge. We're looking to back the fans in the community and everything we do. So we're looking for the same support back to us. We'll put out in the community as long as you're putting out for us, and it's going to be lifelong friendships and acquaintances that we build up throughout the entire season.
Yeah, I have one more question, and Sid already knows what it is. It's kind of like my cornerstone question. We talked a lot about the team, a lot about the league. Just so the fans out there watching can get to know you a little bit better. What initially got you into football, and what has been, a little bit of your journey to get to this point?
So as crazy as it is, I didn't play Pop Warner, high school, any of that. I was at a poker game. Someone asked if I ever played football before. I said, yeah, flag and pickup. He goes, well, have you ever put the pads on? I said, no. He goes, you want to try? I said, why not? Went out, played 2 seasons of 11-man, got an opportunity to go to 8-man outdoor, which had a similar feel to arena, the quicker pace, smaller roster, smaller field. And from there shifted to indoor. And once I hit that indoor feeling, it's just the electrifying plays and people getting hit into the wall. That wall is undefeated and always leads to a big impact and fans going crazy. Just being able to, the fan interactions are different. Standing on the sideline, calling the play, talking to a fan like, oh, watch this, here comes a touchdown, and boom, touchdown. It's just the indoor world is, to me, is a lot more fan based. It's a lot more personable, which for me, I'll never go. Honestly, I thought about going back to 11-man, had an opportunity to, and I did, I think, one practice, and I was like, I just can't do it. I want to be indoors.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's interesting. That's cool to see from that insight. And I mean, sometimes that's how it goes too, right? Like, especially like, you know, I mean, especially as a kid, you can kind of play all kinds of sports aside from Pop Warner football. Not everybody kind of takes that route. So it's cool to see that, you know, guys, you can see, you know, you don't necessarily have to be in it your entire time to pick up the game and have someone teach something new to you. So that's good to hear, Coach. Shoe, is there anything you got for us before you get out of here? How can people find you? How can they find the team? You know, how can they, you know, purchase tickets for the team?
So we just got a new social media and media guy. So our website's going to be getting updated a lot more. He's starting to get more active on Instagram. It's New Jersey Ciphers, all spelt out on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is a little dormant right now. So we're getting him back active in that. The tryouts were just posted to the website, njciphers.com. Tryouts are going to be May 4th. It's a 1 p.m. registration with a 2 p.m. start. It's going to be at Monmouth Regional High School in Sinton Falls. Happens to be my high school, so going back to the roots of high school, even though I didn't play, I was highly bound to the football team and the players. So figured have the tryouts there. The website, like I said, New Jersey Cipher or njciphers.com, that's about to get updated a lot more. So social media presence is about to rise tremendously. Those that are looking to get in contact with me on Facebook, HC Nick Coppola, my first and last name, just shoot me over a friend invite and I'll be accepting like crazy. Any questions, feel free to reach out, whether it's email, message, comment on my Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. I'm open and willing to talk to just about anybody. So
Love it. Love it. TJ, before we get out of here, you got anything else?
No, I just can't wait for kickoff. This season's going to be awesome.
54 days, opening night, Ciphers and Heroes.
Hey, let's go. 54 days. You guys heard it. You heard it here. So with that being said, I mean, that's a wrap on today's interview, guys, with Coach Nick Coppola of the New Jersey Ciphers. And like TJ said, we can't wait for kickoff. We can't wait to see this inaugural season of the Entertainment Football League and see what you guys have in store. So a big thanks to you, Coach. Thank you for sharing your insights and coming and answering all our quirky questions. Thank all of you guys for tuning in and checking in and hanging out with us over here at Shady Sports Network. Be sure to head over to Shady Sports Network everywhere you catch your social medias or YouTube and follow us for more updates. And until then, we'll see you guys next time. So keep your game sharp. Your spirits high.
Give it all up for Shady. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you as well, Coach.
Absolutely.
And we'll
Thanks
get you
for
back
coming
on too. Yeah, we'll have you back on throughout the season. This is not the last time. It's the first, but it's not the last time for sure. I definitely plan to be watching and following you
Next
guys.
time I hold you off till I'm holding up that trophy at the end of the year. So
Hey, might hold you to that then. We'll see. We'll see. Well, with that being said, guys, like I said, keep your game sharp, keep your spirits high, follow the Entertainment Football League, and follow us at Shady Sports Network. Have a great night.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.